Good morning, 11:40. I'm David Rankin. We are live in the Mercedes-Benz of Plano News Center. So Dove has got a whole bunch of heat for a body wash ad that showed an African-American woman taking off her shirt to reveal a white woman and then taking it even further. A lot of people are calling it racist. Lindsey Harrison runs a marketing agency that specializes in brand strategy. She's on the KRLD Newsline. Lindsey, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
This isn't the first time Dove has run into some controversy over an ad. This one seems to take it to the nth degree, and they had to apologize immediately. How will this hurt Dove's brand, or will it?
You know, so this is the second time that I have seen this happen. So back in 2011, there was an ad from Dove that had some huge controversy over it as well. And I think that Dove, especially over the last few years, has done a very good job of showing that their product is for every woman. It's all-inclusive for all body shapes, all body types, all body colors. And, yeah, this one missed the mark, I think, on a few different levels. I'm actually not totally sure why women are even pulling off their shirts in the first place. But then it also has the racism behind it as well. So, yeah, they did miss the mark on this one, but I think that as a whole, you have seen Dove really kind of be all-inclusive of everything, and things like this do happen.
Dove also had done an ad a while ago showing women of all body types, and they didn't get any. They got praised for that particular ad.
Yeah, and you know what? Dove is one of the brands that I think that, again, as a whole, we can say, and we can look at their ads in the past few years saying they are all-inclusive for all body types, all shapes, all colors. And because of that, there are going to be some times that they do miss the mark on it, and this happened to be one of them. And you know, it happens. Is
anyone going to remember that previous ad that they had done so well in the light of the spotlight of this particular ad? And it's the hot thing in the news right now.
Well, I definitely think that they will. I mean, they took it down. They said that they were sorry. They said that they missed the mark on this. I do think that there are going to be some internal processes within Dove that are going to change a little bit more. I do think that they probably need to look at their agency and see who is on the agency side. Are there people of color on the agency side that are helping them determine what's right, what's wrong, and if this could be perceived as a racial side of it?
A lot of people are going to wonder, how does something like this get through a meeting?
Right, and that's what I'm saying. I think that you're going to look at it, and there's going to have to be a lot more checks and balances behind these ads. Again, looking at this going, my initial reaction is, why are women taking their shirts off? We also went back and right before this call, we looked at their 2011 ad, and I sent this to my agency and said, hey, do you see a problem with this? And all of them looking at it going, no, I don't. But then when I told them what the controversy was, it was, oh, yep, I can see that. So, again, these things are going to happen, and I think that Dove will figure that out, and there will be more checks and balances behind it.
Is an apology enough?
I think so, yep. Again, mistakes happen. This one missed the mark. They took it down. They said that they were sorry, and you're going to have some backlash that happens from this, but in a few days' time, I think we'll be done with the story.
Lindsey, thank you so much.
Thanks. Have a great day.
There, you too. That's Lindsey Harrison.
Now, we mentioned this Dove soap controversy earlier this hour. Brand specialist Lindsey Harrison joining us. See, Lindsey, I don't think it's fair to be slamming Dove and calling them racist and all that, because this commercial that started as, and you can explain it better than I can. My understanding is it started as a black woman taking off a darker colored shirt, revealing a white shirt in a white woman. But see, then they stop it there and create a GIF or a GIF, whatever you call those things, and that's the one that kept circulating. It was a much longer ad, Lindsey. Can you explain the much longer ad from that Dove soap thing that got him in trouble?
Yeah, so from what it is that I saw a little bit farther than you did. So then you had a black woman pull off her shirt, and then there was an Asian woman underneath that. And so I didn't get to see the rest of it, just like you, because they pulled everything off. But you know, when I first looked at this, I didn't my head wasn't screaming, oh my goodness, that's racism. It was, as an advertiser, looking at that going, what are they doing? I don't understand. And I'm having a really hard time with why this has gone the way that it has on the racism side of things, especially with Dove being noticeably over the last few years being great towards all kinds of women, being all-inclusive of all body shapes.
Well, that appeared to be the original intent,
they're all
right,
one and the
Lindsey?
same.
Although that apparently wasn't how a lot of people saw it. What was the message that Dove was trying to get across in your mind?
Well, and I think that it's the same message that they try to get across all the way across their platform. Is our product is for every single type of person.
Oh, well.
And I'm sure that was the exact same thing that they were trying to do here.
So
and
what went wrong?
Again, well, I mean, just look at it. I don't even know how it got past.
It's the GIF thing, man.
I thought it was just weird.
They only took the first
strange
5
thing.
seconds of it, where you got a black woman taking off a shirt and revealing a white woman, and and they created a GIF out of that, and that's it. That's it. They didn't see the entire commercial.
I have heard so many people are saying that they are going to start boycotting Dove because of this. And I have to say, look, if I start boycotting every single company that makes a mistake or that says something out of line that then comes back and says sorry, I'm not going to have anything to buy anymore. And so I think that this has gone completely haywire. I think it's ridiculous.
All right. How does Dove, now you're a brand specialist, how do they repair this over at Dove, in your opinion, Lindsey?
Or have they already by just apologizing?
They already have. They said, we're sorry, we took it down, we're not totally sure, we're sorry that any of this happened, and it will skim over just like everything else does, in my opinion.
If you run out of stuff to buy, I'll go south of the border here in Reynosa. I'll send you some shampoo and soap and anything else that you need. Just send me your shopping list, Lindsey. I'll FedEx this stuff to you in case we get in a situation like that. Or we'll use international brands. How about that, Lindsey? Huh?
Right. Sounds good.
Lindsey Harrison, brand specialist, joining us on the Morning News.
Dove is getting a lot of heat over a body wash ad. Now, it was something that ran on Facebook. It shows a black woman taking off her shirt to reveal a white woman, and then the white woman takes off her shirt to reveal a Hispanic woman, and now they have pulled the ad.
Brand specialist Lindsey Harrison is on the Kogo News Live line. And Lindsey, Dove says it's all about diversity. So how did this go so wrong?
So when I first saw this ad, I looked at it, and it wasn't about a race thing to me. I didn't even see that. It was more of, why are these ladies pulling off their shirts? And I think that there's been a select few people that have taken this because maybe they're looking specifically for things to be a race issue, putting those things online, and then starting this whirlwind of an effect. Back in 2011, Dove was also having an issue when it comes to the race card, and I pulled up that ad and put it around our agency here and asked if anybody had any problems with it, and nobody raised a red flag to that ad either. So honestly, I don't know what it is that people saw with this. I don't know why it has gone so viral. I think that Dove has done a great job of saying, look, we're sorry. We took it down, and history shows in the last few years that Dove has been one of the best companies when it comes to all-inclusive of all body types, shapes, colors, sizes.
Well, let me ask you this question. When you showed the other ad to your coworkers, were any of them African American?
Yes. And that's what I'm saying, is it's just, I think that there are a few people that are out there looking for the race side of things, because right now in our society, it is such a huge issue, a huge topic, that anything that has a black person, a white person, an Asian person, a green person on it, people are looking at the race side of it. And I just don't think that that's where Dove thought that this ad was going.
A lot of corporations, especially major corporations, I can't remember if they're Procter and Gamble or another, maybe Unilever, but they have focus groups, and there has to be a lot of levels of approvals before ads are released to the public. Did they just not raise a red flag at all among those inside the company either?
Well, right. I mean, no idea when it comes to that. You would think that Dove would have these focus groups just because of the fact that they have taken, I would say, on the forefront of the race card. You would think that they have it, but, there are lots of ads that we look out there with Dove that have all walks of life in their advertisements and nobody raises a red flag at all. I mean, again, when I looked at this, I don't know how it got so creative just being what it is, whether it was all green people on it, whether it was all purple people on it, because it was just a weird ad altogether. But I'm not seeing the race side of it. At least I'm not. And nobody in my agency was either.
All right, Lindsey, thanks for your time. That is brand specialist Lindsey Harrison joining us on the Kogo News Live line.